Hey guys, this is Bharadwaj with Fonearena.com, and today we have an unboxing of the Xolo A600 recently launched device from Xolo in the A series. It's a mid-range device, so nothing special here. It's got a 1.3 GHz MT6572W quad-core processor. Let's straight away get into the unboxing because that's exactly what we need. So opening up the device. So here's the complete box, very similar to all the other Xolo boxes. Over at the back you have the specifications. Let's quickly go through it. So as I said, forgive me if I said quad core because this is a 1.3 GHz dual core MTK6572 processor with a Mali 400MP graphics engine. You have a 4.5 inch QHD IPS display with 244 ppi and 9 mm of thickness. You have a 5 MP rear camera, VGA front facing camera, 720p recording, 512 MB of RAM, 4 gigs of internal storage and microSD expansion slot, and runs Android 4.2 Jelly Bean thankfully. So this is pretty much a mid-range phone. Also has 1900 mAh battery. This is not in the same league as the MT6589 phones. It's a bit lower and obviously also costs lower. So this is available for just 8,200 rupees, which is absolutely low for any phone. So let's quickly open up. Here's the device itself on the top. Pretty nice and small device, even though if it's 4.5 inches. Let's quickly open this up and see how the build quality is like, because this is a cheap phone, but surprisingly the build quality is excellent. This is a matte soft plastic on the back, and the design as well as the build quality seems really nice. This almost resembles the Nokia X6 that runs on Symbian. It's a very old phone, but if you look it up you can find the similarities. It's pretty striking. Wow, the build quality is actually pretty great for a 8,000 rupees device, and very well done there, Xolo, because I didn't expect this good of a build quality there. But anyway, keeping the phone aside, let's see what else the box packs. So you obviously have a screen guard that's right below the phone. They have provided an extra screen guard because it already comes with one, I guess. Yes, or maybe not. So anyway, you have an extra screen guard in case you want to apply. Now moving on to other box contents. We have two compartments here. Opening one up, we have the 3.5 mm earphones. Let's open this up. In-ear earphones here. Let's quickly zoom in. So in-ear earphones, 3.5 mm jack. You also have the micro USB cable. That's the micro USB cable right there, all in white, matching with the phone's color. And then you also have the charger, the travel charging plug. So this one is rated at 500 milliampere. Not much when compared to other chargers, but pretty okay. So that's about it for the charger. We also have another compartment here which has the battery. The battery is a 1900 mAh lithium polymer unit, like in all the other Xolo phones. Pretty similar to the other batteries here. We'll put it inside the phone and power it on later. We also have the user guide, the safety and warranty information, and the quick start guide. So that's about it for the box contents. Now let's take a look at the phone. So here's the phone, guys, the Xolo A600. Pretty well built phone, like I said earlier, for 8,000 rupees. This is very nicely designed and built. So let's straight away go through the hardware and then power on this phone. So on the front you have a 4.5-inch QHD display, 960 by 540. You've got a earpiece, a couple of sensors, ambient and proximity, and the VGA front facing camera here. Over at the bottom of the display, just below the display, you have the 3 capacitor shortcuts: home, contextual menu, and back, and you also have the primary microphone for voice calls. Over at the bottom you can see the chrome strip here, which is very similar to the one on the top. There is nothing at the bottom, but on the top you have the 3.5mm audio jack and the micro USB port. Over at the left you have the volume rocker, while at the right you have the power button. Pretty standard arrangement here. You have the wedge to open up the back panel here. From here you can see that the plastic is not as good as we initially thought. The build quality, however, is pretty decent, but let's see after opening it up. So that covers the components and inputs of the Xolo A600. So nothing much else to say. Over at the back you have the 5 megapixel rear facing camera, autofocus camera with LED flash. There's no secondary microphone here. You have the loudspeaker and the Xolo branding, pretty minimal back. So let's open this up. This is a dual SIM, dual standby phone, so there should be 2 slim SIM slots underneath the battery cover, and of course a micro SD card slot too. So yes, you have 2 mini SIM slots. Let's zoom in a little bit. It should be easier to see here. So yes, one is GSM plus WCDMA as denoted. That's 2G plus 3G, while this is just GSM, just 2G, and in between them you have the micro SD card slot, which can support up to 32 gigabytes of memory. So that's about it. That's it for the hardware walkthrough. Let's put the battery, the 1900 mAh battery, in and see what the device is like when powered on. So installing the battery cover seems to be pretty easy, but let's try that again. Seems to be well fit now. Let's power on the device. So as you can see, the glass is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, and the difference between the length between the air gap is pretty evident between the display and the glass, and the viewing angles too seem to be pretty okay. But yeah, it's a fingerprint magnet. Let's quickly wipe those fingerprints off. There you go. That's the setup menu. Let's quickly go through it. Let's skip it. So that's the Xolo UI. It's pretty simple. A quick guide here guiding you through the process. Let's completely skip it. Well, that's the UI as you can see here. It's very similar to the other devices in the same price range. Xolo has very limited customization to its UI, so you can see that they have not tinkered with the stock UI much. You can notice some opacity here in the app list, but that's about it. It's pretty much AOSP from here on. The performance seemed to be okay. It's not bad. It's really smooth, and the movement seems to be all right. This is the camera UI. The camera UI, as you can see, is the MediaTek camera app, and pretty similar to what you find on other Xolo devices as well as other MediaTek based devices. You have a couple of Xolo apps here: Xolo Secure, Warranty Registration, and Xolo Power. But let's quickly go into the settings and see the device version. It should be running on Android 4.2.1. Let's see if that's the same. Okay, so it's running on Android 4.2.2, a version higher than all the other 4.2 phones in the market. With Android 4.2.2, you have several new options like the quick settings. You also have Daydream, and of course lock screen widgets which are accessible here. So that's about it. That's a quick hardware and software overview of the Xolo A600. This is a pretty nice mid-range phone. 8,000 rupees should be pretty nice for the price it comes at. We'll be telling you and letting you know all the other things like gaming performance, benchmarks, and of course our full review will be up soon. So stay tuned to our channel, stay tuned to the blog. Do hit the like button if you like the video, and do subscribe to our channel for more videos like these. Thanks for watching.